going to start off working with elbow strikes. Now previously we talked about and practiced our upward elbows and our obscure rear elbows. Today we're going to be going and looking at how we can use inward and outward elbows to our advantage while maintaining as safe as a body position as we can. And then we're going to get back onto the ground. Now the last time we were on the ground, we focused on what so far? How to get up quickly, how to get up in as safe a manner as possible, and then how to escape a mount, especially when someone's trying to rain down punches on us. Okay. Well, now we're going to talk about a little bit better of a situation. What do we do if we end up on top of the person with our hips above their hips, our heels tucked behind their butt, and we are now in the mount position? We're going to talk about what our options are, but now since we're talking about a street or overseas combat situation, we're going to talk about what not to get involved in. You need to handle your business, get up, and get out of Dodge. So we're going to show you some ways to do that, okay? So if you're ready to rock and roll, go ahead and get in your training horse. So first we're going to work, and all I'm going to do is start bringing my arm up and then have my hand kind of come loosely. It's not a tight fist, it's an open hand. And I'm bringing my elbow inward towards my center line. Depending on your body structure, you might be able to get it right on this line. If not, just go as far as you can go naturally at this point, because in real life, you're going to be using what? Body momentum, turning, rotation, marriage of gravity, body English, all those sorts of things. But for now, we just want to get used to throwing that up there. And you're going to have the thrusting, and you're going to have snapping. We'll practice both. Next, we have the outward elbow. And the outward elbow simply starts from here, up, just like that. So bring it across my belly, hand is relaxed, it's not tight, palm is open towards me, I shoot the elbow out, and I bring it down. So I've got thrusting, and I can do snapping as well. Let's practice those. Get in your. Now we're going to go ahead and look at the mount. I'm in a mounted position, okay? I've got my heels in tight. I've got my hands right here. A big strong guy in a lot of cases would be able to do the buck that we talked about earlier. Push both his hands against me here and just toss me to one side or another. So we've got something in jiu-jitsu called the swim and the pluck, okay? And what we can do first of all is when someone's pushing up on you like this, you want to bring your hands in the inside and do this swim, okay? So I'm just using my arms in the swim motion. That's the basic swim. Okay, I'm going to do it again. Plucking, I would do if he was trying to put his hands on my knees. I'm trying to control once he starts pushing downward. Go ahead and push down. He's trying to flatten me out. As soon as I see that happening, okay, I'm going to pluck outward, or if he puts his hands there, I'm going to pluck upward and bring my hands in here. If he's still pushing his hands here, I'm going to want to do an inward block or a parry, okay? I could block with my forearms to shoot his arms off this way, or I could just use a hand strike and push him this way. And hopefully start to set up different chokes or strikes from there, all right? Swim, okay, then you base out, okay? Or you either use hands or elbows here, or if he's pushing on your knees, you relieve that pressure like this. Stabilize your mount. Always keep your hands out here, okay? So that's a little bit about the mount. Practice that. Practice those three moves as far as the parries and the plucking and the swimming, Practice, practice, practice. Get comfortable with being in this position. We're going to go ahead and switch directions real quick so you can see what it looks like from the 12 o'clock position as well. Again, if he posts both his hands here, I can either push or use my forearms. I can swim, or if he puts his hands on my knees, pluck. And I base out like this. So now that we've covered those aspects of the mount, just remember that our goals on the street or overseas are entirely different than when we're competing, okay? So you need to train for the environment that you are going to be inserting yourself in. For our aspect, if we get into the mount, that's great. It is a position of advantage. But for myself, I'm quickly going to try to hop back into knee on stomach or maybe even the side mount. I can do more, especially when it comes to accessing my tools, from a side mount or a knee on stomach position. If I'm in the mount, I'm going to try to injure that person as quickly and as badly as I can, because my goal is to what? Get up and get out of dodge. I know they've got weapons, and I know they've got friends and backup coming. So I'm not here to wait around. Now, if you have backup sort and you get in the mount position, maybe you will just stabilize it for a while. Okay, they start pushing on your knees, you know that you can pluck those levers off your knees. If they start pushing up on you, sweep their hands out of the way, or maybe swim out. Either way, you know, that's fine. But get them tired out. So I can take that opportunity, let them gas themselves out a little bit, and maybe catch my own breath. Maybe get my mind going. I have to be able to think. I have to look around. And if I have a partner there, it gives me a chance to do that.